grew up just outside of Boston. I was born 5 miles out of Boston. And to be able to go around the world playing my guitar under my name. Hey everybody, my name is Johnny A, and I'm here at Musician's Friend out here in Kansas City. That's pretty humbling. My music's more about really creating songs. The fact that I don't sing, I don't really have the greatest of all voices. I just really try to interpret vocal style songs with the guitar as the lead voice. If I could be the instrumental Beatles, that's what I'd want to be. I've been playing Gibson since I was a kid. My first guitar that I bought with my own money was a 1969 Les Paul Gold Top Deluxe. I traded in my Gretsch drums and $90 and got that guitar, and I've always been a Gibson fan, and I've used all the brands all through my career, but I always came back to Gibson's. So I've been with Gibson for probably 21, 22 years. In my show, I go from chord melody, soft stuff to rock and Hendrixy style stuff, and I needed a guitar that would, cover all of that stuff. You can't knock a Les Paul. It's one of the greatest, guitar designs made. It covers a lot of ground. But I was just missing the hollow tone from my 295. So the whole idea of this guitar was to try to have a guitar that gave me the versatility and be able to scream like a burst Les Paul, and but still give me the subtleties that my hollow body 295 gave me, and kind of all points in between, which I think we accomplished that with this guitar. It's this extremely versatile guitar. We went into about a year of R&D with the guitar. I was down in Nashville probably every 2 to 3 weeks. And I got my first 2 prototypes. They nailed it. The necks were right, they rang right, the balance. They just did fantastic, diligent work, and the guitars came out great. Just kind of trying to refine the way I play. Even if it's just like working on slide, or working a little bit with tunings, or working a little bit with my right hand touch. I still get a lot of enjoyment out of that. So many of the guys that I'm fans of, Carlos Santana and Eric Johnson and all these guys that I was fans of, now a lot of them are my friends, and I've gotten to meet with them and play with them and hang with them, and it's, I still pinch myself. And I remember I was driving down the road in my beat-up van, and Chet Atkins came on, and I had to call my wife because I had to pinch myself that I was going to have my name at the end of a Gibson guitar like all these guys that I admired. A lot of thought was put into this guitar from an aesthetic standpoint and from a performance standpoint to make it, hopefully a guitar that inspires you to look at and feel, but also the functionality of why everything was done. I think it's a real player's guitar. Call your good friends here at Musician's Friend and check them out. I think you will not be disappointed.